afternoon and welcome back to InnoVEX 2018. Speaking of technology, many things naturally, spontaneously pop up in our mind. What do you have in mind right now? Computer, mobile phone, robot, and car. This afternoon, world's leading automotive company BMW is going to bring us Future Mobility Forum. Today, we're very pleased to invite the lead of BMW's User Experience and International Design Department, Dr. Mario, to share with us BMW's future vision. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me and welcome Dr. Mario Urbina from BMW headquarters, Germany. Doctor, please take the stage.
The future has begun, with mobility that does more than simply transport. It offers new freedom, personally, individually, and full of excitement. Mobility that gives us time for other things, because it's connected, that makes us the ultimate driver, when we want it to. That electrifies, not only because it's electric. That's not only a vehicle, but also a companion that's always there when we need it, and that adapts to us the way we are. That provides us a different kind of safety and a new feeling of freedom. The future has begun.
Hello?
Oh, this is much
Yes.
better. All right.
Perfect, right. Well, technology is evolving at a very fast pace. We're here at the InnoVEX. Everybody's talking to each other, getting in touch, getting involved, and getting inspired from everybody. Technology is going to lead us, going to provide us new ideas. So we have seen right now new services are coming from nowhere, actually. Traditional services are evolving in a different way. This has a lot of chances for startups, but for us, for established companies, it's also a little bit, we need to be aware of that. We need to have the same pace as a startup, as fast as you all guys, and also cannot miss any trends, any technology trends, so we need to be very aware. What are the key trends that we need to follow in the future? The first one is 5G. 5G is allowing us to have a very incredible throughput of data, also without latencies. We have the Internet of Things, so all the devices are connecting and talking to each other. They are creating new ecosystems. They are changing the way we interacted with all our electronic devices. And also artificial intelligence. We have all this data that we are collected and provided. We need to understand it. We need to learn the user behaviors and provide a better user experience with that and new services. So these are some examples on what we are going to working and also what the future can look like. Let's start from a smart city. If the city knows exactly where the cars are and where they're going to, they can detour them in order to avoid traffic jams. We have, for instance, rear seat entertainment. If we can stream ultra high definition content to the rear seat. So this can allow us to provide new services, providing new display technologies, and so on. Also, what we are working on is an emergency line warning. So if you have an emergency car that is coming and the way is blocked with a traffic jam, they can provide a signal that the cars need to give an emergency lane. Also, what we're doing right now actually is sharing the data from our cars, so they can share the streets conditions, the traffic, the hazards, and more information. They are talking to each other and sharing this information. Let's see another video on what we are working on right now.
Extreme weather conditions, poor road and driving conditions, and growing traffic lead to an increased risk of accidents. BMW is developing innovative services so vehicles and drivers can proactively react to hazards in traffic. Recognize dangerous situations early and avoid accidents. BMW is already collecting information on various traffic situations through their vehicle's environment sensors. This data is combined with information from other OEMs and submitted to the Open Location platform, where it is anonymized, evaluated, and sent to every subsequent road user. Subsequent vehicles and their drivers are prompted to carry out certain necessary actions. Hundreds of thousands of vehicles are providing data for these services already today. From reactive to proactive driving, with technologies and services from BMW.
So we're getting prepared for the future with a strategy we call ACES. We see in these four topics the future of mobility. The future of mobility is going to be autonomous, is going to be connected, is going to be electrified, and it's also going to be shared and sharing services, mobility services. What are we exactly working on right now? We have for autonomous driving, we opened this year near Munich campus for almost 2,000 software developers and engineers that are working on software and hardware to provide autonomous driving. They have a fleet of 500 vehicles where they can test their software, learn the driving behaviors, and doing this in a very, very fast way. We're also adapting agile software development methods in order to react to new requirements of autonomous driving. We're also having cooperations with premium partners like Intel, like Mobileye. We're sharing our knowledge and putting it all together in our cars in order to get a safe autonomous driving experience for our customers. Connected. Connectivity has always played a key role in our products. We have already the connected app where you can send from your smartphone routes or destinations to your car. You can see the status of your car, or even if I forgot to lock my car, I can take just my smartphone and lock it from here, and my car is in Munich. Also, what the connected app is going to be able to is to just open your car with your smartphone. You just put it on the door and then go in. You can also be able to share keys to anybody who has a connected drive app. We are also integrating the ecosystem of our user. So we are the first automotive OEM that integrated CarPlay in a wireless way. We're also integrated, doing it in a deeper integration, so it's very connected with our system. We are launching Amazon Alexa by the end of this year. We also have already real-time traffic information where you see the traffic jams in your map. Electrified. We introduced with BMW i in 2013 the i3, a pure electric vehicle. We introduced 1 year later the i8, which is a plug-in hybrid vehicle. We launched yesterday evening the i8 Roadster here in Taipei, which you can see in our booth. It's a great vehicle. We're also electrifying our traditional fleet with the high-performance vehicles, which are plug-in hybrid vehicles that are also combining electrified and fuel combustion engines. We're electrifying also the Mini brand. We sold last year over 100,000 electrified vehicles, and by the end of 2025, we are expecting that our fleet is going to be 25% electrified. Shared and services. This is also a key role, is playing a key role in mobility of the future. We have Drive Now and Reach Now. Drive Now is, we're launching it in Europe, in the US, and starting launching it in China. These are BMW cars of the mega cities, which are distributed all over the city. So if you are a Drive Now customer, you just need to take your card, go to the car, open it, and you can take any car you want. You can leave it everywhere you want, and you have a ubiquitous mobility experience. Reach Now got a little bit farther. You can also book a driver if you want, but you don't have to do that. Also, with these two other services, Charge Now and Park Now, we are introducing a seamless way of charging and also of parking. You can book a park slot in a park garage and pay just going in with your car. You don't need to go anywhere and give your credit card or pay with coins. All of these products that we're doing is facing to our customers. We are trying to meet all their needs in order to provide an extraordinary premium experience. So, and about premium experience, I'm very excited to talk about this topic. We're launching this year the next iDrive generation, which I'm in charge of. But before starting with that, let's have a look how the interaction within the car was evolving. Here on the left side, we see a BMW 7 Series from 1990. It was the second generation of the 7 Series. It was, on that time, it was very great to interact with. We see that a lot of functions have own knobs or own buttons, which are grouped together in a very logical way, very easy to interact with. But we're moving on to functions that are going to be shown just when you need it and where you need it. So this allows us to change our cars in a much nicer and pure way. For our new UI, we are also following the technology trends. As I mentioned before, we want to reduce knobs. We have seen that our competitors are also going in the same way. We are seeing larger display, better displays all over. We're getting used to high-definition displays on all our environments. We're also seeing that design is getting purer and with less distracting artifacts. We are seeing that display technologies are see-through, are wearable, are based on projections, are also going in the direction of holograms. All these technology advances inspires us in order to get to make a new product for our customers. So let's have a short review where we started with the new with our new interface. We started with in 2008 with ID4. There was a rebirth of iDrive. We changed the whole logic, making it very easy to use, very user-friendly. The structure was much more reduced and less complicated. From here, we started iterating step by step. Where are we going right now? We started with remote control, with a remote control interface and a basic speech interaction. 4 years later, with ID4++, we introduced a 3D rendering engine, which allowed us to improve our design language and also did minor refinements. With the introduction of ID5 2015 with the new 7 series, that was a very, very great moment for us. We enhanced the remote control interaction with touch interaction, with natural language understanding, and also with gesture. We were the first OEM having gestures in our cars to interact with our functions. Just 1 year later, we introduced with ID6 the new live content. So your main menu was enhanced and enriched with live content. You can see your map, you can see your guiding, you can see the weather, you can see all this connected information is going to be displayed in your UI. This also can be seen in our booth. And this is how we get to ID7, which is we launched by the end of this year, where we try to combine all these things that we have learned from our users to provide a unique HMI experience. So it's going to be personalized, it's going to be connected, and it's going to combine all the modalities, interaction modalities, in order to give you a holistic interaction experience. This is how the whole family, ID7 family, is going to look like. We're also having a head-up display we are not showing here, but we have our instrument cluster, which is pure digital, and we're having in the center information display our ID7. So let's go through the highlights of ID7. We put the main menu on the left side. So we open a stage here for widgets, which are all having live informations. We're going to have more than 10 widgets by the launch of ID7. They also, all of them have live information. You can have your weather, you can have your navigation information, or your music streaming. Here is also going to be customizable. So this means you can have this layout with 1 widget or 2 widgets, or just have 2 big widgets. This is a picture that I took yesterday from Taipei. I just uploaded, and then I can have it as a widget on my car. Our system is also going to be personalized. So it's going to welcome me with my own name, in this example, Tina. It's going to have a lot of avatars pictures that I can choose, or if I don't like them, I just can upload 1 picture of myself, and then I can use it as a avatar picture. We're going to show your car in your line, in your color in the system. We're also going to have these widgets are going to be shown in the instruments cluster as well, in order to have a personalized experience. Your profile can be transferred to any BMW that you're going to drive with. So let's have a look to a brief look to entertainment player. This shows also a little bit the new design language. It's very reduced, just focused in interaction and information distribution. We see here that you can interact with the entertainment player via cover flow. But if you don't interact with it and go a little bit away, the interaction information is going to disappear. If you want to interact with it again, you near it to your display, and the information is back again. So we're not distracting the driver, just focusing on what they need. We're also having a 3D car rendered, real-time rendered. It allowed us to show in a very high definition and futuristic way the previews of our functions. For instance, here we have the focus on exterior lights. We can see that you can set here the exterior lights on the doors, on the turning lights, and so on. So it's going to be very enhance our user experience a lot. Let's go to the instruments cluster. The instruments cluster is our most important display. This is all about driving, all about safety. We put information together in 3 groups. We have the driving group, so it's showing you the velocity, the speed, how fast are you driving, speed limiting information. On the middle, we're having our guidance group, orientation group, where you have a map that is going to zoom in and out depending on the driving situations. And also you have turn-by-turn guiding information. On the right side, we have secondary driving information, which can also be customized with also widgets. So we can have here, as an example, a fuel consumption widget if you don't like to see the other information. We have a BMW 3 driving modes, the Eco mode and the Sport mode. The Eco mode is shown in a very futuristic and ecological way with this blue touch. We see also here the fuel consumption as a main information of the Eco mode. And these colors are also be passed to the central information display, so you have also this information also in blue, so giving an immersive feeling. Here we have another example of how widgets can be. We have here an entertainment widget. And let's go to sport. Sport is all about having fun when driving. It's a little bit more aggressive. It's reduced to the most important information for you driving it sportly. So as I mentioned before, we're having high definition displays. So they're going to have, which allowed us to use a very reduced and precise design language. We're just focusing on information and nothing that disturbs the user. So every single pixel is going to have some information. It's going to transmit information. So to summarize, so at BMW we are the pioneers of user experience design. We think and we're sure that user-centered design is the key aspect for desirable products that allows us to differentiate from our competitors. With the new ID7 system, we focus even stronger in the user needs, which means it is individual, it's personal, it's up to date, so we're going to be able to update our interface over the air. It's very easy to use, and it's precise and pure. So the key message is BMW is evolving from a car manufacturer to a high-tech company, and we're also evolving from a car seller to a facilitator of premium mobility services. Well, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention and for being here. Well, have a nice day.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.